Hi, so I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things today that you could start doing straight away, literally today, to start improving your life, start improving your performance and start improving the opportunity for you to reach your goals, your aspirations and the success that you want to achieve. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is consistency and how consistent actually are you? How consistent are you at doing the things that you know will equal good results for you? Doing something every day to improve yourself and your chances of success. Now, a lot of us, we start out with really good intentions. We have an idea or a project and we go at it full throttle. We give it our all. But then we find we start to run out of steam. Now, this normally happens after the first couple of hurdles. You know, when we don't find immediate success, the success that we anticipated would come quicker. So we part the idea up and we find ourselves back in the same situation that we was in before we started. But it doesn't have to be this way, and there are some ways around this. And we can do this by making small changes, by working on ourselves every single day and being consistent at doing that. We don't have to go for them big radical changes and jump straight in the deep end. Now, these are great in theory, but they are really hard to maintain. There's real power in small achievements, in small improvements. Success is a marathon, it's not a race. We just need to work on this on a daily basis. Now, I want to give you an example of these small improvements or marginal gains, and I'm going to do this by telling you about the British cycling team. Now, this was a team that wasn't very successful. In fact, they were distinctly average. In nearly 100 years, they'd won a single gold medal. One single gold medal in the Olympics. But in 2003, this was all about to change. The British cycling team employed Dave Brailsford. Now, Dave Brailsford was a new performance director, and he came and he introduced the team to something he called marginal gains. That was his strategy, to make small improvements in all areas which would add up to big results. Now, this was a team, remember, that had won a single gold medal in 100 years. But Dave had some changes in mind, and I'll give you some examples. So they did the obvious things that you would think of. They got a dietitian in to check the diet. Were they eating the right foods? Were they getting the right nutrients and vitamins into their body? Were the bikes aerodynamic enough, so they put them into wind tunnels? Did they have the correct tyres on? Were the saddles at the correct height? Just the simple things that they worked on, but he went above and beyond that and he made some other changes. For example, he added in antibacterial hand wash. So when you wash your hands, you're reducing the chance that you're going to catch any viruses or stuff like the common cold. Now, this would, as we know, affect performance and training, but absolutely on race day. He made bespoke bedding for every single athlete. This was based on their height, their weight, their size, the posture, the way they sleep, among other things. And they took this bedding and they introduced it into every single hotel room that they stayed in on tour. So the rider would have a consistently good night's sleep, so they'd feel fresh, awake and ready to go when they woke up the next day. They painted the trucks brilliant white, so when the mechanics were working inside the trucks and the bikes, they'd be able to spot debris or dust easier. Anything that might go against their chances of performing at the best they could. Now, these little changes made a significant difference, and added together, well, they yielded massive results, because at the next Olympics in Beijing, they won 60% of the gold medals available to them. 60%, a massive 60% of the gold medals available to them. That's just a fantastic achievement. And it didn't stop there. Next, at the London Olympics, they won 7 world records, 9 Olympic records. Bradley Wiggins went on to be the first British man to win the Tour de France. Absolutely phenomenal. They worked hard, they concentrated on all these little components, and they made the changes. And together, over time, they just equaled huge results, as you can see. And the good thing is, you can do this, and I can do this. We can make these small changes, we can apply this strategy to our lives. But if you're going to do it, it can't be a 2-minute thing or a flash in the pan. You've got to be committed and dedicate yourself to it. You know, become friends with that word called determination. Become a tsunami, just let it grow and get big and work towards your performance and your success. What can you do every day to improve your performance a little bit? To get better every single day at something you do? Now, I found this really inspiring, and when I heard about this a few years ago, I started employing this myself, and I found that it's just snowballed for me. It's just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I just keep working at it. And the good thing is, you can break it down. You can just go for incremental changes. You can look at these little parts and work on each little part, so it's not overwhelming, and it's manageable and it's doable. So yeah, why not give it a go? Why not make a commitment to yourself to do that? Hold yourself accountable. Give it your best shot. Give yourself the best chance to perform at your best and succeed at what you want to do. Now, if you like this video, that's brilliant, and I hope you take something from it. And if you have, then do you know that would make me very happy. But I'd just like to thank you really for taking the time to watch it. And if you want to know more about Dave Brailsford or his strategy for marginal gains, then just reach out to me and I'll happily send you a link with some information about it. But thank you very much for your time today. Thank you.